What's up, gentlemen? Polish women keep telling me this one thing, and I'm going to share with you what that is here in a minute. But first, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Smash the like button. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Costs you nothing, means the world to me, and I would really appreciate if you could do that for me real fast. Now, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this story and why it might be applicable to you. So many of you may have seen a couple of the videos that I have posted and some of the other things that I have posted regarding some of the women here in Poland. And so I'm going to tell you a very, very brief story. I was out with some friends and we were having a good time. And one thing led to another, and I'm just a friendly person. I'm talking to everyone, keeping everyone engaged, getting to know people, and, doing some background research so that I can share some of the things that I learn about Polish people in general with you in these videos, whether that is what the life is like in Poland, what their childhood was like, what the different cities are like, how they feel about black people or colored people or Ukrainians or Russians or what may have you. So, I'm doing my standard thing, keeping people engaged. And I was talking to this one girl and I was like, so why'd you end up going out with me? And she said, because you were really nice to my friends. You weren't just like focused on me the whole time. You were talking to everybody. You were saying the right things and blah, blah, blah. As Tupac would say, what is it? Something conversations laced with seduction, which is kind of my vibe. But anyway, and then she said another thing, and she said, and you smelled really good. I couldn't help but just be close to you. I really love that smell. I never smelled anything like that. And so we were actually on a couch. And so she kept just like getting really close to me. And probably because she wanted to smell me more, because, like I said, she said I just smelled really, really great. And she kept putting her head like in my chest because that's where, I spray some cologne there. And she was like, I just couldn't get enough of it. It smelled so amazing, so luxurious, blah, blah, blah. And then I was out with another girl, and she said the same thing. She was like, what really caught my attention is the way you smelled. You just smell so good. I couldn't help but, once again, be close to you because you just smelled so great. And then it happened again, but this time is a little bit different. I was at a restaurant and this girl came up to me, the waitress, and was like, is that you? Something smells really good. And I was like, I'm not gonna have her like sniff my chest. And so I spray some on like my wrists, like the back of my hands, okay? And so I was like, if this is what you're talking about, yeah, it's me. And she was like, yeah, what is that? That smells so good. And this has actually happened a couple other times. Another time I was leaving and the girl was like, man, you smell so good. I have to know what that is. And so I keep running into women who just can't get enough of how I smell. And here is what I would tell you. First of all, that's important because it does help you stand out. It helped me stand out to multiple different women because A, they felt like magnetized to the way I smell. And it also kind of goes with your personal brand image or style, if you will. So that is another thing I should mention. I am going to tell you the clones that I brought with me. Wow, that is really noisy. So we're going to have to wait here. But for the most part, you probably don't want to just go and buy these, because you need to make sure it fits your aura, your style, your fashion, and maybe even your age, because some of these probably won't go too great with I don't know, an artsy 22-year-old who, I don't know, just it might not be your vibe, okay? So I will share with you what they are, but you need to be aware that you shouldn't just go out and buy these, because they might smell different on your skin. That's another thing. All right, and it should also make you aware that the way you dress, the way you smell, the way you groom, all of it matters. And it's kind of funny, because obviously in the comments down below, because oftentimes I'm recording in like a tank top, or I don't know, or without a shirt, I get comments, oh, you're never going to do well with Polish women because you have no fashion sense, blah, 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 which is hilarious to me. Like, yeah, we won't go down that rabbit. I won't troll those people in my comments for this video, because luckily I have been able to somehow scrounge up enough pennies and dimes and quarters to afford a shirt. So thank you all for that. So anyway, with all that said, here are the 3 that I have gotten the most comments on. I don't actually have the bottles with me, because I brought them in like the little travel sizes. I might actually have to go to Louis Vuitton and buy a full-size bottle, because I'm running pretty low. And that was a bit of a spoiler alert. So one of them is Louis Vuitton. And so we might as well just start with that one. So, and this is probably the most complimented as well. So a lot of people, if you know anything about fragrances or perfumes or clones, whatever you want to call them, probably know about Imagination, right? But there is one that is even better in my experience, and it is called Pacific Chill. And that has been by far the most complimented fragrance that I have worn here. Not even close. It is an absolute babe magnet, if you will. Now, the thing with that is, it's not 100% my style. So I do really enjoy it. I love it. But it kind of depends on what I'm wearing, because it's more of a like aqua, not aqua, but like a more sweet fragrance, okay? And so it's not exactly my type for like a date night vibe. But there's no doubt on dates that I go to, and if I'm out at night or at a cocktail bar or something, women are going to smell that. And it is by far the most complimented. And then the second one, I'm going to go with Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum. So there is different types. So there's Noir Extreme, and then there's Noir Extreme regular, I believe, and then there's the Parfum. And the Parfum is what I wear, and that is a little bit more my vibe, and it's probably better for kind of date night. And then the final one that I will recommend, which is probably the one that you should be most wary of just like going out and buying without ever trying it. I mean, you could do that with the Louis Vuitton one, because that's pretty like mass appealing, I would say. And so is the Tom Ford one, but if you're like a younger guy, that might not super fit your vibe. It suits my vibe because of the way I dress, and it just goes with my personal brand and image and all that stuff. Okay? But the third one, which is probably my favorite, like personally, is going to be one called Amouage Overture Man. Now, once again, you need to be very, very careful about just going out and buying this one. Like, it might smell different on your skin, and it is not a mass appealing fragrance, okay? So it is very unique, very different, and it could be overpowering to some. I mean, a more popular one is probably like, what is it called? Interlude Man or Jubilation 25. But Overture Man, once that thing is like a scent bomb. You are gonna use like 2 sprays and you'll probably be able to smell it from China. I mean, it is an absolute scent bomb, and it has a bit of a boozy tone to it. So it's one that I absolutely love. And this one is more along the lines of women either love it or they're like, ooh, not so great. So you need to be very careful. And on some people's scent or skin, I think there's like cumin or something like that in it. And so for some people, it can smell a little bit nasty on your skin. So once again, don't go and just blind buy Overture Man. But it is probably my personal favorite fragrance. I really like a couple others that I didn't bring with me, like Straight to Heaven by Killian is great. Didn't bring it though. And then there are some various, I really like Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford as well. Um, as many of you guys know, I am a pretty big Tom Ford guy. So, like, a lot of my clothes are Tom Ford, a lot of my shoes, Tom Ford, a lot of colognes, Tom Ford. I am, what's the word? A Tom Ford fanboy when it comes to their clothing. Super comfortable, and I would take it over like a Louis Vuitton shirt any day. Higher quality in my opinion. But anyway, let's wrap up this video. It's gone a little long and it's kind of went all over the place. But that is one thing a bunch of the Polish women have pointed out about me, is just how goddamn amazing I smell. And so I thought I would share with you the 3 colognes that they have been complimenting. Okay, and I did bring a couple others, but they don't get nearly as much attention as those 3. The others I brought are like Penhaligon's, and then a couple Zerhoffs, and something else. And like I said, these are in travel sizes, or else I would have brought the bottles out here because I don't check bags. So, yeah, no point in bringing full bottles just to check a bag to bring the bottle. But like I said, I'm running low on them, so I might just go and get another bottle of Pacific Chill, and then figure it out from there. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And as always, let me put the cigar down. Peace. Much love.